Dickerson and James, and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Missouri Tigers. Taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement for them.
And the Tigers get enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Powers through the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the left side. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's McIntyre. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
One final play before the end of the quarter. right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Missouri 7, SMU 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
To the ground. He's got it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Extending the play. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, it's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawrence.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's McIntyre. Going deep. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
Missouri, 17. SMU, 7.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's going to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Missouri, 17. SMU.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He lets one fly deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Missouri wants to go fast. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the returner will be knocked down. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking downfield, it's McIntyre. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. Getting some heat. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacks on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter.
Missouri, 17. SMU, 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Missouri wants to go fast. He'll set up to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Gonna run it. It's Avery. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll test the right side. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's McIntyre. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner goes down.
Missouri offense will take over. First and 10.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Makes his connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Running with power. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Snap it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.